So Newcastle United held on to 3 points here at Tottenham today on a very tough assignment here in the capital. First half, I thought Newcastle showed great character to bounce back from going a goal down in this game, but I think ultimately after that they really turned on the style. It was a little bit like Man United in some ways, the way Newcastle just continued pouring forward and piling the pressure on Spurs, getting back into it through Anthony Gordon, and then obviously Isak getting a real feather on the ball to tap it past the goalkeeper to make it 2-1. And had you told me at that point there'd be no more goals, I would have probably not believed you. But at the end of the day, Newcastle in the second half, they showed grit and determination and character to hold on to, what was, a good win in the end. And I think really going into this run of games in January, this is exactly what Newcastle needed today. They needed to probably, potentially not play very well in the second half and still get the win, shown character. Lots of clearances and blocks later on. Dubravka having some big moments in the game as well. So it was a very difficult assignment, as I say. But the big talking points is probably going to be equaliser. Ange Postecoglou with his press conference was absolutely furious, saying it's the most angry he's ever been in his life as a manager. The ball did hit Joe Linton on the hand. Eddie Howe admitted that, but the rules are, as long as that hand's is by your side, it is not handball. So Newcastle take the points on a tough day down at Tottenham, and they set themselves up very nicely for a return to North London here on Tuesday against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Well, back in Newcastle now, and happy to report Newcastle fans absolutely jubilant on that journey back from London on the train. The singing and the noise was there for all to hear when Newcastle fans arrived back into their city tonight. And yeah, it just sets Newcastle up now perfectly for a quick return to London on Tuesday night in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. And within that journey, we've seen more reports that Martin Dubravka could be close to playing his last game for Newcastle United, with that game against the Gunners, a potential last farewell for Martin Dubravka after nearly 6 years at Newcastle United. So a really loyal servant to Newcastle, and now the fans can look forward to that cup semi-final. And I think off the back of that battling display today, you'd love to see Newcastle go to Arsenal and win, but the key for this game, and let's get it in there early, is keeping the tie alive and keeping that second leg in a good place for Newcastle, because playing with 50,000 Newcastle fans at St James's Park is going to be a completely different story to whatever happens at the Emirates. So as long as Newcastle are still in that game somehow, whether that's with a slender lead, whether it's level, or even if it's with Newcastle behind, as long as it's achievable to get through within the 90 minutes at St James's Park, that has to be the aim of the game. Eddie Howe will meet the press on Monday for his next meeting with journalists, and the games really are coming thick and fast now for Newcastle. I think really today we saw good battle and determination from Newcastle, and they showed a different side today. Manchester United, the first half, they were brilliant offensively. Today, obviously going 2-1 up, fantastic, but that defensive performance at the end, bodies on the line, great saves from the goalkeeper, it was there for all to see. So Newcastle return here to Newcastle, a chilly Newcastle, it has to be said, after that 2-1 win, but the return to the capital just in a couple of days' time. So Newcastle fans will enjoy the weekend, but know that there's bigger things to come.